Ajna Third Eye Chakra. Element: Superether. Energy type: Mental energy. Sound: The mantra is Om. Musical note: A or La. Symbolic animal: Owl. Metal: Platinum. Color: Indigo. Complementary color: Violet. Endorsing gland: Pituitary gland. IC: Mental power. Intellectual faculties. Knowledge, inspiration, vision, forecast, intuition, clairvoyance, telepathy, and other sensitive faculties. Altered states of consciousness. Maturity, completeness, social organization. Together with the third chakra, it represents the seat of the will. But the sixth vortex also exerts a command action on the other chakras. It is often called the third eye, corresponds to the optic chiasmus. It is connected to the second chakra. Linked physical organs. Eyes, especially the left eye. Head, part of the ears. Some ear disorders respond to the fifth chakra, others to the sixth. Nose, upper airways, front, base of the brain. Physical correlation. Poor eyesight. Headache, frontal headache, facial muscle disorder, ear disorders, labyrinthitis, upper airway disorders, also consider the fifth chakra, sinusitis, epilepsy, imbalances of hypophysis, psycho-emotional correlation, mental confusion, difficulty putting ideas into practice, intellectual retardation, insecurity, lack of confidence in one's intuition, poor willpower, also considered the third chakra, use of drugs and hallucinogens, problems with changing heart rhythm, for example, sleeping during the day and working at night, disorders caused by the change of time zone, jet lag, body positioning, front chakra between the eyebrows, higher or lower according to the people, posterior chakra, back of the head, roughly on the structure between the optical bone and the parietal bone. Front aspect. It is the chakra associated with the understanding of mental concept, the ability to see the world and situation in a more or less broad perspective. Through the strength of this center, we perceive reality in a balanced, clear, correct way. Or if the chakra is problematic, we will have a narrow, wrong or confused view of existence, situations, relationship with others and with ourselves. If the vortex turns counterclockwise, the image of reality that the subject creates will be negative, projecting them outside. These images will end up producing a whole series of really hostile situations. The characteristic of conceiving particularly negative ideas, which are then transformed into actual attitudes, is related to the disharmonious and particularly wide rotation of each chakra. From a physical point of view, heavy alteration in the regular clockwise motion of the sixth anterior vortex often correspond to eye and vision disorders. If the chakra metabolizes a small amount of energy, it can be deduced that this person suffers from a lack of ideas and has not developed the intellectual faculties at best. On the other hand, harmonic functioning signal to the subject is able to manage intuition and mental power, or in some cases, the sensitive qualities, in the appropriate way, directing them to their own hands. Posterior aspect. What it has been exposed for the anterior aspect, it also concerned the posterior aspect, but with the difference that the chakra located at the back of the head reflect the potential of the individual regarding ideas, mental faculty, and intuitive qualities. The idea that have yet to materialize or that have not reached consciousness fall within the sphere of the posterior chakra. All the fantasies not well framed and all the unexpressed visualization have their seat here. Self-distrust, as well as doubt about one's mental and intuitive ability, can be indicated by the disharmonious motion of this vortex. Since the posterior aspect of the sixth chakra is very yin, the weakness of this center reveals a lack of clarity in perception, mental chaos, confusion about future possibility, lack of precise ideas about the world, lack of imagination, pessimism about one's path. The dynamics of the anterior aspect and the posterior aspect allow us to understand what the intellectual and intuitive condition of the examining subject is. If the anterior vortex is harmonious and the rear disharmonic, it will have a positive vision of itself and of reality, but it will be difficult to change one's mental patterns. If the inverse circumstances occur, the subject will be characterized by potential mental abilities that it will not be able to put into practice easily. Problematic is the case in which the movement of both vortexes is irregular. Such an individual, in addition to not realizing what he can really do mentally, will not correctly evaluate himself or the reality that surrounds him.